What's going on, one and all? This is Winlex the Prophet. We're currently waiting again for my sister. She's been recovering from being sick, so I don't know if she's feeling well enough to do any serious gaming tonight or not. We'll see. In the meantime, I'm already in game. I'm doing a little fishing. Sit back, relax. I'm testing out, or I should say, researching. This thing has a thing called offline mechanics. Basically, you can just set yourself up to fish, and as long as you have space in your bag, it'll just keep fishing for you automatically. Now, if you want to have a more active fishing experience, you have the option. I could press the space bar, and it'll open up a little mini game. It'll let me catch the fish faster. But you know what? We're not in a hurry. But, I want to see what we pull out. All right, mackerel and back. You can see someone next to me doing the exact same thing. Wonderful to see. Not so lonely here in the world of Black Desert, right next to all this water. But it's Black Desert. So yeah, I'm gonna fill up all this free time. Oh man, that would be annoying. We're not looking at chat right now. Nothing fun in chat. Nothing interesting. Probably a bunch of stuff that's not family friendly in chat. So we're gonna stay away from chat for now. I know chat doesn't bother me per se, but I know there's gonna be somebody watching either now or in the future who gonna see something in chat that's gonna be like, "Yo, why you broadcast that?" I'm like, "Yeah, you're right. Then we broadcast in chat, so I'm not." All right. In the meantime, a little account maintenance. Let's see, nothing in there. For those who, I don't know if anyone else uses that term. When I say account maintenance, it's basically clearing out the bags, making sure there's room for stuff. Seeing what equipment needs to get upgraded, all that good stuff. I don't think it's gonna let me. Well, got it. I already got it. Uh, Extra amount. That's later. You don't need that right now. I know. Die box bundle. Ooh, energy tonic. Gives me a boost to the energy. Alright, let's sorry. Sell that eventually. That too. I got these things. It's like, ooh, you gotta have gathering. You gotta be skilled 5. Like, I already got it, but I can't use it. Listen, same thing. Fishing skilled 5. Well, what am I at right now in fishing? Oh, see, I'm skilled. Oh, I'm almost ready to use that. I hope this fishing rod I'm using right now will hold up long enough. Get a few more fish so I can be skilled 5, and they'll let me use that steel rod. Everything else, nothing else is close. Like the way it is. Oh man, they must be better at fishing than I am. Nothing new ordered here. Beltfish. See, the problem is I'm on a fishing quest right now, and I'm supposed to catch seaweed. But my fishing skills are so high, it's not catching no seaweed. I'm getting fish every time. I'm not gonna be able to complete the quest. All right, let's see what else. Better item is available. That's my dagger instead of my fishing pole. Ooh, general knowledge. Oh, tried this. Yeah, I was drying a bunch of fish. Coupons. 20% discount on stuff I'm not gonna ever pay for. Coupons are not all they're cracked up to be like that. Ongoing. Yeah, this is a visit location thing. It's okay, I guess. No rush to do that one though. So let me uncheck that one. But here's the main quest. Here's what I'm working on right now. This one's just a quick stop. Hopefully, I don't know, but it should be just a quick stop by the town head to get some goodies for being such a big help. Hey, that's what I get for drinking my Winlex brand Mountain Winlex. Uh, is a yeah, Mountain Winlex is the drink of this stream, as this stream is not sponsored. Mountain Winlex. Put my name on it until they pay me to say their name correctly. What flavor? Limeade. Not really, but if I start telling you too much details, it might be an indirect endorsement. We're not getting paid to endorse nobody or no products. This isn't a sponsored stream. I'm not one of the big streamers out here who can get Rolex or Lexus or whoever to come and give them lots of money to say their name a bunch of times on stream. I'm not that big yet. I'm slowly working on it. I don't think it's going to happen right now because I'm in the basement of a house that we're getting ready to move out of. So we need to I'm going to need to pack all this up, move it to a new location. Hopefully, that new location I can set everything up right. Not have any cords crossing or nothing. Have a good setup. I can show you the setup. Like right now, I'd be embarrassed. Like you look at this and be like, "Dang, I need to unsubscribe from this guy." No, I need to Get it set up nice in the new place, and then we'll see what about growing the channel or the stream or whatever platform I'm on. But we'll see. Oh, but that does remind me, since I'm a little shameless. I know. Let me find. All right. Well, I'm not gonna interrupt my fishing to go make a little bit that nobody's gonna see anyway. Oh, finally got some seaweed. Um, go get this turned in.
Hush, hush! I'm fishing! Don't act as if we're close. I don't hate you, but I don't like you either.
Well, then don't do it. Don't be asking me to help you prank.
I don't have a fishing rod. Kriya will give you one.
High quality bait. Yeah, I don't even have a farm, so we're not doing that right now.
Hush, hush! I'm fishing! Don't act as if we're close. I don't hate you, but I don't like you either.
Oh man. Alright, I got 10 more spots. I'll surely catch some. Oh, didn't even get to take the seaweed off my hands. I'll get some mackerel eventually. I got 2 of them already. That should be good enough. But it wants me to catch another one, so we'll catch another one. All right. In the meantime, while I'm wasting time fishing, I'm not so sure if my sister's going to make it again. If not, we might have to revisit the scheduling on this. But um, let's talk Marvel. A lot of news from Marvel just came out. A lot of MCU news. Very exciting. I'm of course planning on catching up on the MCU sometime in the next few weeks, months, someday. I hope, family willing, and it'll let me. Lot of things came out. Some of it we already knew. Others we didn't. Phases 1 through 3. Wow, I suddenly can't talk. Of the Marvel Cinematic Universe was the Infinity Saga. Now our next saga has been named. It's the Multiverse Saga. This is sort of a big deal, if you will. And I know let me switch screens. We could talk about this. How do I do this again? Yes, we're just chatting right now. The Multiverse Saga. No worries, I still got the fishing going on in the background, so I'll let you know when I catch some mackerel. Let me tell you, for those of you, people who aren't comic book fans, they might not know how exciting this is going to be. But I'm looking forward to this. The challenge is going to be, of course, tying in all the elements. And there's a lot more elements to the MCU now than there was in the first 3 phases. Like, let's look at what they highlighted. Oh, She-Hulk! I'm excited. I love Jennifer Walters as a character. Especially when she's She-Hulk. She's not angry all the time, but when she's angry, woo! And when she's not angry, she's hilariously funny and very great woman. I think. So yeah, Secret Invasion with Samuel and Ben. Oh my goodness, I don't know what to expect from this. I know the Secret Invasion storyline, and unless you know Talos, or what's his name? Yeah, Talos betrayed Ben, which I don't think happened. This must be a rogue group of scrolls. Well, I shouldn't go into too much difference, but it's definitely going to be scroll action because Talos is involved. It's an invasion. Obviously, the scrolls are replacing people, and I want to see how given the current dynamics between Nick Fury and Talos, how that plays out. Is it a betrayal? Talos betrayed Nick, or Nick and Talos have to, go after the rogue scrolls who aren't associated with him? I don't know. We'll see. This is the one to look after. This is going to be like the centerpiece because this is going to be our second introduction to the main villain, or so we think, of the multiverse saga. Kang the Conqueror. Yes, he's going to be the main bad guy for this one. And I say he loosely, for those of you who haven't watched Loki, there's going to be more than one Kang. And the more than one Kang are probably going to get killed off throughout the course of this arc. And they're going to keep coming because it's each Kang from each part of the multiverse. And Now that the one from Loki got killed off, spoiler alert, more Kangs are coming because he was keeping them, the rest of them, in check, and now he's gone. All the other Kangs are going to come and wreak havoc. So we're gonna see a little bit of this. But he's going to be, you'll see he's out further down the list. He's a big deal. So some of the artwork I saw, there's a third Wasp-like character. I'm assuming that's going to be Ant-Man, Scott Lang's daughter, Cassie. It is. I think that's going to be her. She, in the Young Avengers, she sort of had those pin particle based powers. So that, not too much of a surprise there. Especially since there was a time skip. So she's grown up. She's not a little girl anymore. Guardians 3. I don't know what to expect from this. I haven't seen Thor. Let's face it. Thor is also acting as Guardians 2.5. So there's, let's see. You're gonna notice, this Star Lord, Rocket, Groot, Drax, Mantis, Nebula. It didn't mention Gamora. So is she still on the land? Is Star Lord still looking for her? We'll see. This one, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. I have a post. You can go follow me on Twitter. I have a post years ago that said that the sequel should be called Wakanda Forever. And once again, Marvel listened to me, just like they did with the Spider-Man idea with Sony to have the 3 Spider-Mans in one movie. That was my idea. Look it up on my Twitter. I know it sounds unbelievable. They got the idea from me. This was long before we knew there was going to be a third Spider-Man. This was when the second Spider-Man was like, "Oh, we're not sure if that's going to happen." So they listened to me, and aren't they glad they did? So yeah, we got a brand new teaser trailer. Obviously, Chadwick dying. There's no king, so to speak, in the movie. So we had to picture the queen here on the throne, the queen mother. Um, we saw Atlantis. If I had an early guess on the synopsis, basically, Namor, Prince of Atlantis, attacks. Leads Atlantis to attack Wakanda. Kills the Black Panther. And I know in the comics, Wakanda got flooded by Atlantis. I don't know if that's. It looks like that might happen. That might be a plot point. Um, Shuri's probably going to go missing, which is why the Queen Mother has to step up and sort of be the leader. Um, her looks like trying to get help from the international community, and not being too successful because you know. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Ryan Coogler did great on the first one. This one's probably going to hit on all the same, but not the same. Hopefully, it's going to be different enough. But it's going to definitely honor Chadwick Boseman. Wakanda Forever. I'm looking forward to it. A lot. I hope it pulls in another billion for Marvel Studios. That's one thing. Gotta make sure to go out there and support or the representation. So you can't depend on in our diverse society. You can't depend on other groups to support your diversity. You have to go out there and to support yourselves. I know Bill Burr recently had a joke. I don't know if y'all don't know, he's a stand-up comic. Basically, he said, the WNBA, women let the WNBA down because they weren't out there supporting. It's like, yeah, that's sort of true. You needed to have 20,000 women in the seats, or at least 15,000 and 5,000 men that got dragged along, or that's just In general, if I was in this, I might be in the city there. I have to be careful. Does Detroit have a WNBA? I think they do. I have to look into going to a game sometime, and not just to take my daughter too, because I actually do support my women's sports. So that's a little side note. I want to go. I like to go to the women's sports. I used to go to the women's basketball, volleyball games in college all the time. So if they have the WNBA team, I'm not hearing about it. The promoters aren't doing their job, but I'll still want to go check it out. All right. Next up for Marvel, Echo. Ooh, she was introduced in the Hawkeye series, and I haven't seen her yet. Hopefully, sometime in the next few months, I'll get all caught up and I'll know who Echo is. I vaguely remember her from the comics, so I don't really, know too much of it, her powers and stuff. But I think this one will be, hopefully, again, this is coming out next summer, so I'm expecting that I'll be caught up enough to know who she is by then. So if I like it, who knows? If the channel takes off and videos like this where I talk about what's going on, cinema wise, anime wise and stuff, to take off, maybe I'll talk more on it. So we'll see. Season 2 of Loki. Not a lot of details here. Cool. Obviously, this also next summer, so this is going to be after Quantum Manium. Yeah, after Quantum Mania. So we're going to see, obviously Kang's going to be involved again, much to Sylphie's displeasure. But she was warned. But we'll see. Blade. Oh, Mashallah Ali. Mashallah Ali coming as Blade. Will Wesley Snipes make a cameo? Who knows? We'd appreciate it. I'm not going to expect it though. But Blade is a prime Marvel property that didn't get a lot um of its appreciation for what it did, putting Marvel back on the cinematic map. Blade, I'm looking forward to it. The half vampire, it's going to be. I guess my thing is I don't know how it's going to tie into the multiverse yet. This is the multiverse saga. How are each of these properties going to tie into the multiverse? Some of these it's obvious, like She-Hulk, Avengers, Secret Invasion. I don't know. Maybe it's maybe it's instead of it being a rogue faction of scrolls, maybe it's scrolls from another dimension invading another universe. Quantum Mania definitely going to have all the multiverse themes going in, including the main bad guy. Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know yet. I have to see what Thor has to offer. I don't know how this is going to tie in, except they are introducing Adam Warlock, I think, in this one. So, the perfect being, so to speak. We'll see. Wakanda Forever. Let's face it, this one doesn't need a tie-in. They just need to do right by Black Panther, and then we will enjoy them vicarious. We're going to enjoy them being in other movies and live vicariously through them. How it ties in, I don't know. I don't know how Black Panther is gonna, or Wakanda Forever is going to tie into the multiverse theme. And some of these, but the thing is, with the previous saga, you could follow the stones. You didn't know where the stones were necessarily. Like the Tesseract, you didn't when you first learned about the Tesseract, you didn't think Infinity Stone until later. It's like, wait a minute, maybe, oh, it is. So we went through the ether. It was a gas. We didn't think Reality Stone until it was. It's like, okay, so we'll see how these tie in. I don't know how Echo is. This Seems like a Young Avengers tie-in. Um, I'm not sure how to. You know, a lot of these is going to be character introductions, I guess. Introduce the new Black Panther, or bring us Namor. Who Namor is a good guy. Namor is a bad guy. He plays both roles in the comics, so if he's done right, you're gonna love to hate him. Oh, Echo, yeah, just you gotta have the local stuff too. She's not gonna be Guardians of the Galaxy level. She's gonna be friendly neighborhood, or maybe not so friendly neighborhood Echo. All right, Loki, yeah, more multiverse shenanigans. Blade, I don't know how it's gonna tie in to the multiverse. Ironheart, this is more Avengers, next Young Avengers team building. Oh, she's gonna be in Wakanda forever. That's awesome. I hope the costume is as close to comic accurate as possible. Ironheart, obviously, she's going to be sort of a Iron Man, the next generation character. In the comics, she built her own Iron Man armor. She's a genius. So I'm looking forward to seeing what she can do. I want to see how smart she is. Okay, like I need her out here, like pressing me with her brain power before he hops into the Iron Man suit. We've seen the Iron Man suits for. I need to see the brain power for Riri Williams. I'm looking forward to this one. It's gonna be a series. This is young Avengers tie-in. Agatha. This is one of those ones where character was so highly rated she had to have a spin-off. And she was a great character. I don't know how she's gonna tie in to the multiverse yet, but she's a witch, so she's definitely going to be doing the mystical side of things. I don't know, like if I haven't seen Doctor Strange yet, so whatever Scarlet Witch breaks, Agatha's probably gotta fix. You know, much to her chagrin. But we'll see. It was a delightful character. We're gonna look forward to it. Daredevil Born Again. I love it. I'm just a little scared of it because the Netflix Daredevil was hard. He was tough. He could take the punches, take the bruising. He could box. Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio coming back, awesome, incredible. I want them to be the same. I'm hoping. I'm not gonna keep. I'm not gonna get my hopes up too high, but I'm hoping they're going to reboot the Defenders all the way through. Bring me back my Michael Holt here as Luke Cage. Bring back Jessica Jones. Oh, dang, what's it about? Yeah, bring back Jessica. Bring her back. She was great too. Um, let's face it, Daredevil is going to be out here um, on Disney Plus. We can deal with some PG-13 level stuff in the MCU. That's fine. Okay, and the great thing is if it's street level with only like a loose tie into the rest of them, you get away with it. If Kang the Conqueror comes and starts boxing with Daredevil, that might be more a problem because then it becomes much watch by everybody. Everybody, all the people who are not, quite 13 are going to have to watch this show to keep up with what's going on. That could be an issue. But, if it's just loosely, hey, here's what's going on, do a better tie in, but still keep it ground level, I respect that. I'm looking forward to I want to see. I don't want to. I want to see it. I don't want them necessarily to tone it down too much. Captain America: New World Order. Oh my goodness, is this title meant to trigger some people? I can already tell this is going to be uh, sending alarm bells to the wrong group of people, and it's coming out in the election year. That Marvel's playing with fire. Sam Wilson as the new Captain America. I'm down with it. So I just got to know who his supporting cast. I mean, is what's his name? Joaquin going to be coming in like Falcon? Um, Not initially, probably. Is Bucky going to be around? Uh, I love the character of Bucky. I hope not. You know, Sam Wilson, Captain America, needs to show the world he can stand on his own 2 feet. Okay. If it, he had his Falcon and the Winter Soldier TV show, he had his Captain America and the Winter Soldier moment. Now it needs to be Captain America. Bucky, go hang out in Wakanda for a while. They need some relief after what Atlantis put them through. White Wolf, head over there for a while. We need Captain America to stand on his own 2 feet, fly with his own 2 wings. I'm looking forward to it. Thunderbolts. Oh, I think this is the one that's going to finally tie up some of the early loose ends that we've been seeing with Julie Louise Dreyfus' character. Okay, what was it? Victoria? Hey, I'm so bad with names. Um, she's the one who was handing out cards to the old Captain America 2.0, who's now going by U.S. Agent. She's the one who popped up at the end of the Black Widow movie. Again, dang, what is her name? It's not. I feel like, is it Victoria? Not Octavia. So, Victoria. Anyway, you know, let me just take a pause. Tell you this now. If I get more people listening to what I have to say about this stuff, I will put more effort into getting the names right. All right. Look at Thunderbolts. The more hard edge Avengers, basically, they're going to be rough around the edges. This is basically, if I had to compare it to anything, this is going to be Marvel's Suicide Squad. People are not going to have, the perfect teeth and, good public relations image. So, relatively speaking. Obviously, there's members of the Avengers who didn't have a good image. These people it's going to be worse. Okay? US agent is not going to be looked up looked at fondly after what he did to that flag smasher dude. Um Yelena, she's going to be, funny, but she's still, Russian spy girl who hasn't had a chance to really establish herself on good guys team yet. I think the Thunderbolts are going to come in. Well, in order for the Thunderbolts to rise, Shield sort of has to fall. Like, not necessarily as an organization, but they have to be like out of action, out of the way, so to speak. So, I'm curious how we're going to build up to Thunderbolts. Um, we don't have any word about who the bad guy is going to be yet. Obviously, it's Kang. Maybe it's probably going to be Kang. In some, like, indirectly. It's going to be somebody working for Kang who, but I don't know who yet. We'll see. So, I'm I'm not as excited about the Thunderbolts yet. Let me see some previews for that, and then we'll decide. Fantastic Four. Yeah, this one has been needed for a long time. I'm glad it's finally happening. They need to do it right. They need to wash away the previous Fantastic Four from everyone's mind. Like in this one, the visual effects are going to be there. Okay, we need a story. And they need to find the best Fantastic Four story. Um, I'm tempted to tell them not to have any Victor Von Doom action, but the problem is Victor Von Doom is sort of important. Like, think about the cast of characters that are sort of assembling this in this saga, you sort of need a Victor Von Doom character who can, be bad, but still come through in the clutch. I so, and let's face it, who else does this Fantastic Four have? The scrolls are already been taken by Samuel L. and in a secret invasion. Nobody wants to see Galactus now. No, like Galactus is well. I'm not gonna say nobody wants to see Galactus, but I don't think Galactus should be story number one for Fantastic Four in MCU. That's like equal material. Like we need them to be established first, but they can't, and they also can't, tread too closely to previous material. So I don't know. Let's see who else. The negative zone. I guess that's a possibility. This is going straight from memory right now, so I'm sure I'm missing a lot. But yeah, negative zone maybe. Um, that would go a ways to explaining why they haven't appeared up till now. Who was the big guy for Annihilus? I don't know. That could be an interesting setup for the Annihilation storyline. But that's not necessarily what you'd want to have stepping on Kang's dynasty, which literally next. Um, so yeah, I don't know who's going to be the bad guy for the Fantastic Four, other than Victor Von Doom. Um, here's a fun fact about the Fantastic Four, though. Like in terms of the multiverse, Richard Reed in the Ultimate storyline makes an incredible bad guy. Okay, but Sue Storm in alternate universes also makes a bad girl. Bad, like a villainess like no other. She's OP as a villainess. Okay, like both of these characters who are in the prime universes are considered good. Alternate universes are really bad. Like I don't know if they're going to be able to leverage that, but that would be interesting to see. Like the Maker from the Ultimate Universe, or what was her name? I don't know. Remember, I used to remember this stuff a lot better, but it's been years since I read some of the source material. But Sue Storm was one of those in the Ultimate Universe was one of those big time baddies, and he one or both of them would be amazing. So, if any of the Marvel heads are listening in, think about it. So, I'm not. I'm just gonna take a time out, check you back in with fishing. Haven't I caught a mackerel yet? Dang. Wow, I have not. That's amazing. I've caught the trout. I've caught the beltfish. No mackerel yet. All right, Avengers. Story. We all make assumptions. The question is, who's on the team? Okay. Like we think we know. We have no. We might not have an idea. We have some of the big names. Captain Marvel, definitely. Um, Well, actually, no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that because if you notice, there's no Captain. In all these announcements, there is no Captain Marvel in any of this. So I don't know if she's gonna be around for the first Avengers movie. The Kang, I think she will, but they better. Should bring her back. So let's see, Captain America, Captain. I don't think Hulk. I mean, if Kang's the Kang I remember, the Hulk's going to be out of commission, and She-Hulk's going to be taking his place. Uh, Here's the thing, we're basically got two Avengers teams, an older one and a younger one, and we also got the Thunderbolts and the Guardians of the Galaxy. So that's if it's straight Avengers, probably gonna they usually have what, 6 main heroes in the Avengers. So like I said, two captains, She-Hulk, Thor be back. One of the Thors will be back. Uh, Odinson or Jane Foster. Um, I don't know. That's that. Yeah, that's gonna be. I haven't seen Thor: Love and Thunder yet, but um, there's room for both of them. So one of the Thors means obviously Kang's got to do something to the other Thor along in the process. Which it sounds like that might be what they're setting up. Is when one of these Kangs make their move, they're going to take out the old Avengers crew first. They're going to be like, all right, Bruce Banner, gone. Odinson, bam. Don't need to worry about old Cap and Tony. Who does that leave? Don't need to worry about Black Widow. So, Clint, Hawkeye, I'm sorry, hmm. We haven't seen much of him in any of this stuff. He's probably going to be in the Echo show, though, but so yeah, so I'm probably gonna happen to Clint too, or no, Clint's gonna be the survivor. Clint doesn't have powers; he's a survivor. Okay, so things go down. You know, Thor's gonna get captured. Hulk's gonna get captured. Clint is gonna escape. Okay, that's just the way Hawkeye is. Okay, he's a survivor. He'll break free to warn everybody else, basically. So I would count Clint in on this too. So that's 4. Who am I missing? You forget about the Eternals too. So probably one of the Eternals. We might get Hercules from Hercules. That's a possibility. Oh, there. I don't. Yes, a little early to see who's going to fill out this Avengers lineup. So we're talking. This is Phase 6, so we have to see who's up and who's down. But wow. And Secret Wars. Ooh, that's gonna be. I'm not gonna say too much about Secret Wars yet because I've honestly forgotten that was a long time ago. And actually, here's the thing: there are 2 Secret Wars. Okay, the older one I'm not familiar with, and unfortunately, I think. Well, no, I don't think either one works. I guess. But the newer Secret Wars was basically the destruction of the Marvel multiverse. In terms of writing comics, because they were writing in about 7 different timelines at the same time, and they were overlapping and confusing. Like, let's trim this down. Why they got rid of the Ultimate Universe, but they can make sure to save the popular characters along the way. Well, some of them. So the second one is basically the destruction of the multiverse, which would bring this whole saga full circle, since the beginning of quote multiverse saga in a real sense is the moment Sophie kills Kang. The Kang that's been destroying any divergent multiverses from from happening, except for his sacred prime timeline. So it would be interesting in a way if, let me see these like dates on these. May and so there's going to be at least one or two movies in between these two Avengers movies. So it would bring it full circle if after the one who was keeping the universe singular dies and the multiverse starts springing up, that at the end of it all, it comes back down to something happening that systematically destroys the multiverse and brings it back down to one again, which was the second Secret Wars, where universe collided, resulting in mutual annihilation unless one universe was destroyed first before it collided. So, um, that's going to be Kang Dynasty. Like, I don't know how much you guys know about Kang in the comics, but basically, Kang is communicate, allied, you know, to various degrees with all of the versions of himself in the multiverse. Okay, he's from the future, and every version of him figures out a way to cross communicate with the multiverse. They start communicating with each other and planning things and figuring out time, whatever one Kang didn't know, another Kang might know, and they'd be able to synchronize technology and figure out time travel and go back in time. And so the multiverse led to time travel, which led to him going back into the past and conquering the world. That's why he came known as King the Conqueror. So that means, we haven't dealt a lot. We've dealt with a little bit with time travel. Uh, it's probably going to happen again. In which case we'll need to brush up on our rules of MCU time travel by a lot, just so that we can poke holes into it when it doesn't go according to plan. So yeah, no, this is just by these titles: Kang Dynasty and the Secret Wars. The ambitious. Um, yeah, no, this is good job, Kevin Feige. This looks like good stuff. Good stuff overall. Now, obviously, not everything. The issue the MCU's having right now is that it's competing against itself. Okay, like all these future Avengers movies, like the second Avengers movie, sort of, on its own would have been good. Okay, but in the shadow of the first Avengers movie, didn't quite come up, wasn't quite up to snuff. Okay, I think these are going to be compared to previous. It's going to get, it's going to be in the shadow of Endgame. Let's say, okay, like in Endgame is casting a nice long 3-year shadow over these two Avengers movies. Okay, and that's probably why the Avengers movies are out this far. Okay, because it's trying to get out of Endgame shadow. That's not going to work. Okay, we're all going to go back and we're going to be like, hey, how did this compare to Endgame? Okay, so it's going to have to be good too. Okay, we're not going to accept. We will accept a little bit worse because it's like, hey, not everything can be the peak, but it can't be much worse than Endgame, and it's going to have to. It's going to have its work cut out for him. I don't know who they're going to get to direct. I doubt they're going to do the Russos again, but not because they couldn't, but because I think the Russo brothers are going to be like, hey, let's do something different. But maybe they will. I don't know. Who knows? But for these two Avengers movies are going to have a lot to pack into them, and all of these other movies and TV shows have to fit in to it somehow. And the guessing games begin now. Like how do all the pieces fit? Okay, and how is this going to make the multiverse saga come full circle? Okay, and we started here. This is just where we're leaving off. This is like next on the ballot in terms of the MCU. Okay, like I don't know, I'm looking forward to. Like I really I need to catch up on all of this MCU stuff. It's gonna be um, well, what do y'all think? I'll post this on YouTube. Leave some comments. Tell me what you think about what was revealed at in Hall H. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Like if I had to think, go through here and pick out the weak link, okay? Like the one thing that I'm just like I'm not sure about is honestly Agatha. I'm not sure about this, okay? And that's partly my fault. Again, if I'd seen um Doctor Strange by now, that's probably wouldn't be an issue. I'd probably be like, I know exactly where Agatha's going to go. I don't know where she's going to go. Agatha and Daredevil are the two I'm worried about the most. Okay, I mean, I worry about Fantastic Four for a whole different reason. I, it would break my heart if, even after Feige got his hands all over the Fantastic Four property, it still failed at the box office. But on the other hand, it might be an unpopular opinion. I think the first Fantastic movie was good. I think the second Fantastic movie was sort of good too. I think, it wasn't as good, obviously. Um, that their that reboot attempt is trash, like for real. So, uh, but this, I hope to do it justice with Fantastic Four, and I hope Daredevil can live up to its previous incarnations in Netflix. And I hope Agatha. I know it's good. I hope it makes sense. Okay, I hope it makes sense. I hope it fits in well. I hope that when I get down here to Secret Wars, Agatha comes up, and I'm like, oh, that's why she's so important. Like, in a lot of ways, I'm sure Agatha wouldn't like me saying this, but Agatha is basically the ancient one for this multiverse saga. Yes. I think Agatha should be the ancient one of the multiverse saga. So I come in with the important knowledge, powers, but for the most part, sit out. She's not going to be one of those Avengers frontliners, and hopefully nothing happens and the Kang dynasty that she can't recover. Or maybe that would actually make a good, well, if not, played out trope about, somebody having to sacrifice themselves for the greater good. I mean, Agatha's actually a good candidate for that, I guess. All right. No, that's all been. Let's go check back in with my fishing. All right, I'm in the middle of. Oh, it completed. I got it. All right, let's see. How many? How many got now? Rockhind. That's new. Think macro 1, 2. I got one more. I started off with 2. Now I'm up to 3. You know what? Oh well. All good. At least we got it. All right, since you're on stream, and since I'm back, might as well show off this game. Okay. Gotta do the strength just right. Good. All right. So SAASS. Boom. That's the mini game. No. Oh, and gotta press R to collect. That was a sand fish.
I
How you
made a
doing?
good choice coming here. The fishes are fresh. How about a glass of salt water?
Right. Fishing. Fish to trader. Gotta go see
A good
him.
fishing rod is
Cool.
only made by oneself.
Fish to trader.
Stop being haughty. It's just a fishing
I'll give you my
rod.
recognition if you catch a mud skipper.
All right. About. Oh, I used that from my last space. I need to go see the trader. Get on my horse first. I was hoping for something a little bit more adventure worthy, but
I'll open a wood mill and make fishing rods myself.
oh wow. Like my sister finally woke up and got into chat. I mean, read some of my sister's chat comments. Oh, well, glad to see you're up and about. I was expecting you because you were taking forever, so I had my little browser window over my chat.
I'm a merchant. I bargain even in my dreams.
Bargain game. I need an empty set. Sell it all. No empty slots. Alright. If someone else had come in the chat, I would have to apologize to them as well. My bad. I mean, they're lucky. They are. Let me tell you something. All of you who come into my chat are lucky. I take time to notice you because I'm doing it out, unlike other chats, without needing to get some subs first. And I do need another monitor. I'm hoping to have a better setup at the new place.